Jim, why cardio sucks for weight loss? This is a crazy video idea. This is the craziest controversial take on weight loss ever. Everyone thinks when you got to do weight loss, burn some fat, you got to hop on the treadmill, go under for 30 minutes on the incline, 5 degrees with 12 miles per hour. I don't fucking know. These guys are doing some crazy ass shit on there. You see all the grannies hopping on to the treadmills trying to burn some fat, and then they're wondering why the fuck they can't burn the fat off doing the treadmill. I'm telling you, this is not the way. And I will tell you my own solution personally, because I am RYONPAK. I am pretty much an expert on the fat loss because I burned around 150 pounds of fat myself. I didn't do any of just cardio bullshit. I pretty much rarely do treadmill. Like if I'm gonna do treadmill or cardio or anything, it's like 1% of the damn time. And I will tell you what I did instead. I will just keep it straight with you. It was, for exercise, it was a lot of walking, just a lot of low level walking. Like me personally walking right now, this is my quote unquote cardio. A lot of walking and weightlifting. It's just that. A lot of walking and weightlifting. And you can literally do this throughout the day. You don't have to fucking hop on the treadmill in the dim ass fluorescent place and hop on there for 60 fucking minutes to burn your fat. That is not the fucking way. All you gotta do is walk around and lift some fucking weights. That's all you have to do for exercise. Like it's so simple, it's so easy. It's way fucking easier than hopping on the treadmill trying to fucking die, sweat out your balls out. And honestly, maybe it is like not bad. Maybe you could add it as like a supplementary sort of deal. But like me personally, when I think about the treadmill, it's like, I don't know, I'd much rather walk around outside and absorb all the sunlight, absorb the cicada sounds, the wind, absorb that Jing energy into your body and be pretty nice about it instead of being in a fluorescent building with the treadmill. Like I fucking hate the idea of that. But what I will say is that like maybe it works, but I just want to dispel this biggest misconception. And for the people that are watching this video saying, okay, Mr. Smartass, what is your solution, or essentially your deeper solution? Like I just said it, but walking and do the weightlifting, but in specific, like how the fuck do I do that myself, right? Because people, when they do the cardio to lose weight, to fat burn, they essentially yo-yo the weight back. Like this is what I noticed, because the reason why this is the least effective way to burn fat, like cardio, like of course this is a super hyperbolic dealio. Like I still think that cardio has a role in fat loss, but people use it as their only tool to burn fat, which is not the way. You're supposed to keep the muscle. And cardio, what sucks about it is it burns your muscle like fucking crazy if you don't do it right? Because a lot of people, they just think they have to starve themselves, hop on the cardio machine. And if they do that, yeah, sure, you can lose some fats, right? But essentially, you won't have any muscle to retain it, and your caloric output, like your burn, is so fucking low now because your fat used to be that mass that essentially burns all that mass for you. But now you don't have any muscle because you're just on the cardio machine all day. And a lot of people, they yo-yo their way back, and they hop on the cardio for like a few months and lose like 20 pounds of fat, and then they gain like 30 pounds of fat later, and they never change the fucking diet. And what I'll say as the second thing here, as a diet is so much more fucking important than exercise when it comes to fat loss. Because a lot of people in America, they eat this poison food, like toxic waste. They eat the fucking McDonald's Big Mac with the Big Mac sauce with the high fructose corn syrup and the soybean oil and the fructose, glucose, whatever the fuck they put in there. It's fucked up. And like a lot of people, they eat this on the daily basis and they're like, damn, I don't know why I'm looking chubbier and chubbier every fucking day. And it's because you're eating this dog shit ass food that was made in the fucking factory to make you sick as fuck and to make you addicted to the food and essentially make you a human cattle for the taxpayers. But I was looking at this whole spiel and I'm like, yeah, the diet is so important. And I understand it's really fucking hard to change this diet from eating the tasty ass food, the fried chicken, the ice cream. Like ice cream's not even a bad food, but most of the ice cream made in the grocery stores are super bad. If you have like real ice cream from the farm, this shit is OD as fuck. It's actually a superfood. But when you eat the processed food, the fried chicken, the burger, and the Oreo cupcake, whatever the fuck you gotta eat, this will make you fat as fuck. And what I'll say is a suggestion for somebody who is having no experience at this. They're watching this and they're just looking at this guy yapping in the fucking parking lot, yapping about weight loss. You have to take it step by step. This is what I personally did, where I was eating a very, very unhealthy diet. I was pretty much eating the average American diet. I was super fucking fat. I was like 340 pounds of fat. And like I would eat Papa John's pizzas, like order that on the dinner, eat the whole fucking thing, dip it into garlic butter with the soybean oil and the caramel coloring and the yellow 5 and shit. Like I would be eating that shit up, scrumptious that shit up, and I'll be like, damn, this shit busting on God. But I was getting fat as fuck, bro. I was like, damn, why the fuck do I look like Snorlax? So what I will say is that you have to take it step by step. And what I will say for this is that I don't think you should cut out the junk food like entirely on the first day, because this will just lead you to binge later and then you gain a lot of fat. You essentially cut like one thing. Like, what is one thing that I can do to lose more fat today? Like, this is what you ask yourself on the day. What is the one thing I can do to help me burn more fat today? And whether it is you got to throw away the fucking cupcakes, the Oreos, like what I'll say, like for junk food, like a lot of people, they say, oh, I can't eat the junk food. Like what worked for me with junk food and stuff is that I just threw that shit away. I had like a pantry, like a cupboard full of them, and I was like, okay, nope. I just threw them in the garbage, or maybe can donate to some people. I don't fucking know, dude. I threw that shit away, and I forced myself to eat healthier foods, quote unquote. And it was kind of just rice and eggs and some meat. But pretty much like my current diet, it's very, very low processed foods. It's a lot of natural whole foods, like a lot of meat, a lot of fruits, some eggs, a lot of dairy, and some potatoes, some little bit of vegetables. Like it's extremely, extremely whole and natural. I don't have any of this dog shit ass food in my system, but it didn't take me one day to get here. It took years of compounding, because you have to think about weight loss and fat loss, like in diets, as a compounding effect. Every day you get 1% better, you get 1% healthier, you make one choice that will essentially will be long-term gone. Like let's say your habit is that you'll be eating the regular Coca-Cola with the high fructose corn syrup and the caramel coloring. You'll be drinking this every fucking day, drinking 5 of them every day, being like Warren Buffett out here. But like I used to be like this. I used to drink the sodas a lot. But my one change, how I got 1% better, is that I switched to drinking Diet Coke. And Diet Coke is obviously like still kind of shit. It's got the asulfate and potassium sulfate, and it's got the sucralose and the caramel coloring and the fucked up shit in there. Yeah, it's not the best. It's a chemical cocktail. But when you drink this, at least it's better than drinking high fructose corn syrup. It's not calories that's gonna make you super fat. Because like high fructose corn syrup, what sucks about this shit is that people say that carbohydrates, it's 4 calories per gram, but high fructose corn syrup, they pretty much trick the ingredient label sometimes and have it even more than that, have them even more dense. Like sometimes it'll be like 20, 50 calories per gram in high fructose corn syrup because of how damn dense that sugar matrix is inside. But essentially that whole idea with getting 1% better, you just make 1% change better every fucking day. Or you can review every week on how can I get better, review what did you change. Me personally, it was more of a mental model of I want to get better every day. And over years, over months, you essentially have such an OD diet that is so fucking hard for you to gain fat and to become fat ever again. And that's the ideal level you want to get to, instead of having these yo-yo diets on doing 30 minutes or 2 hours of cardio every day, hopping on the bicycle, watching the animes, eating like 1,200 calories a day, thinking that this is going to help you burn the fat forever. No, the goal of fat loss is to burn that fat off forever. It's not to burn it off for like a season and then come back being a fat motherfucker afterwards. You want to get fat, or you want to get lean for the rest of your life. That's the whole fucking goal there. And there's so many benefits to being lean for the rest of your life. You'll look better, you'll be more confident, you'll have a better metabolism, you will live longer, you'll be much more mobile. There's so many benefits to being lean, and you want to have that for the rest of your life instead of yo-yoing back and forth on these dog shit ass fucking diets and wondering why the fuck you can't burn the fat, bro. Hop off the fucking cardio, do some walking, hop onto weightlifting. Oh yeah, I should have went super deep on the weightlifting, but the weightlifting is so damn important for the fat loss, bro. Like all you gotta do is go into the gym. So like I'm about to go to the gym after this, but essentially like look up any fucking workout platform. I don't know. For me personally, it was pull push legs. I got this from my friend. And pull push legs, essentially you do the back exercise, the chest exercise, the leg exercises, and you pretty much do this 6 times a week. Like you don't gotta start off at 6 times a week, but I did it at 6 times a week at first. It was hard as fuck, but I was super fucking sore, but I did it anyways. Like if you wanna go step by step at a time, maybe start 1 time a week, 2 times a week, sure. But me personally, I just went full in and pretty much adapted my body over time. But be wary that when you first start exercising like weightlifting, you're gonna be sore as fuck. but after a couple months, you're not gonna be sore anymore. It's gonna be pretty low level of soreness. But pretty much with the whole idea of weightlifting is that you wanna attain muscle. And to attain muscle, you essentially will break down your muscle fibers in the gym, and afterwards you eat some protein to essentially revitalize those muscle fibers. And you get bigger muscles and more muscles so that you can lift higher weights later, because your body's like, oh shit, my body is doing the bench press. If I don't increase my muscle mass for the next time, I'm gonna fucking die. So it's like a constant effect of increasing the muscle mass. But what's really great about the muscle mass is that it helps you burn a shit ton of calories. And if you don't have like those calories from your body immediately, they take it from your fats. So it's a lot easier for you to stay lean if you have a shit ton of muscle. So that weightlifting aspect is so damn important too. And you need that to essentially keep the muscles. Like, you don't burn that many calories doing like the actual weightlifting in the gym at the time, but it's more about the quote unquote afterburn, or the long-term effect that you compound the muscles that you gain to help you stay lean. So this is the ultimate cocktail here. I just want to summarize in this video why the fuck cardio sucks. Why the fuck, basically why cardio sucks is that it burns a shit ton of muscle and not fat, but you need that muscle to keep the fat off. And the goal here for fat loss is you want to keep yourself lean for the rest of your life. You don't want to keep yo-yoing back and forth. So again, just to summarize, it is to do walking, weightlifting, and change your diet 1% better every day. And compound this over a long enough time period, stay consistent, and yeah. I know that's like, it's a lot easier said than done. I really understand. It took me years to get to this point, but there's really no other way. You have to look at it from a long-term perspective. You can't expect yourself to lose all that fat that you accrued over months and years in one fucking month. It's gonna take years, okay? You have to be comfortable with having that idea, but you also have to stick to the process and trust it. Keep the 1% better every diet and the cardio bullshit. Like, honestly, you really don't have to do that. Just walk around. Just get steps. That's all you have to do. Like, that's how you can burn the quote unquote calories. Like, people are so obsessed with burning the calories, and they look at their watch, their Apple Watch, and like, oh, I burned 500 calories today. Don't even fucking look at that shit. Just walk around. Get the sunlight in your eyes. Reset the circadian rhythm. And get some damn good sleep. And lift some weights, bro. Like, I don't know what else to say, man. Why cardio sucks for weight loss? It just fucking sucks. Don't do that. Just walk around and weight lift. But that's what I'm trying to say in this video. I'll see you guys.